Now I know there's someone who's saying, well, girl, if I have to do all of this to figure out a feminine wash that's safe for me, I'm good. I'll just use water. And that's okay. But as for me and my house, we will be using a soap on our vulva area. Hi, my friends. In this video, we are talking about feminine wash. Yes, girl. And I know with the recent honeypot controversy, a lot of us have been wanting to try different things, probably try new wash, kind of switch things up. So this is why we're here today. And in no way, this is a cancel video. I don't do cancel culture. I'm not canceling honeypot. This is just a video to provide other options if you want to try something new. That's it. So with all that being said, girl, I found 2 feminine washes that you're definitely gonna want to check out, and they check all the boxes. Yes, they are Black owned. Yes, they are owned by Black women, and yes, they are all natural. So let's get into it. What is a feminine wash? A feminine wash is a vulva safe cleansing product. Our vulvas are extremely sensitive, so it's important to use a wash that uses the proper ingredients or safe ingredients that will not irritate us. Our vulvas are also extremely absorbent. In fact, our vulva skin is 7 times more permeable than the rest of our exposed skin. So that means that whatever we put on our vulva is very likely that we absorb it and it can get into our bloodstream. So because our vulva is extremely sensitive and extremely absorbent, it's important that we use washes or products down there that are safe, and that if we do absorb them into our bloodstream, in the long run, they won't affect us and make us obviously very, very sick. So I know someone is asking, can't I just use a regular body wash or use a regular soap on my vulva? Why do I need a feminine wash? Well, regular body washes are usually made with harsh chemicals, right? Unless obviously you get something that isn't. But because the regular body washes have harsher chemicals, they're more likely to throw off our pH balance. Now, I know everybody's using that word, but what does pH balance really mean? Well, pH balance is the acidity in our vagina. Acidity in our vagina should fall between a pH balance of 3.8 to 4.5. And when that balance is thrown off, that's when we are more prone to like infections and bacteria. If we have a balanced pH between 3.8 and 4.5, then that is a healthy vagina, and then that vagina can actually fight off any infections or bacteria. Let's talk about Couché. Couché, as I mentioned before, is Black owned, Black women owned, and it's all natural. And for me, the best part about it is it's made by an OBGYN. I mean, not only does she have a vagina, but she works with vagina all the time. Like, who else is better to make a feminine wash for us? The second one I want to bring to your attention, Black owned, Black women owned, and all natural is Sweet Spots Lab. Now, I know you're wondering, okay, Pia, so like, how do you even know these are good? So there are certain things when you're buying a feminine wash, you should definitely try to avoid. So let's talk about them. And both of these feminine washes fit the bill because they have neither of these products or neither of these ingredients that I'm going to mention right now. So the next time you go to buy your feminine wash, this is what you need to avoid. Feminine washes that have the following: glycerin. So glycerin actually is sugar-based. So if you're prone to yeast or bacterial vaginosis, you may want to avoid feminine washes with glycerin because it's going to probably cause an overgrowth and upset your vaginal flora, and girl, it's going to result in you having an infection. Perfumes and synthetic fragrances. You're definitely going to want to avoid a feminine wash that has this simply because it can irritate your vagina. You're also going to want to avoid feminine washes that have parabens, I don't know, sulfates, artificial colors, dyes. If you see a feminine wash that has SLS on it, or sodium lauryl or lauryl sulfate, you're going to want to avoid these because it's known to irritate our sensitive vulva skin. Most of all, you're definitely going to want to do your research. Both of these fit the bill. They're made from all natural ingredients, and they're they're pH balanced, paraben free, and all of that good stuff. But for me, I think the number one thing that no one or nothing can beat is going through the ingredients list when you're buying a feminine wash, just to ensure that there's nothing hidden in there. I actually went through the entire and Googled everything on the ingredients list for both of these feminine washes, just to ensure that there are no surprises in there for me. And I would suggest that you do the same. Before I move on to my next point, give me a thumbs up and let me know in the comments, are you currently using a feminine wash? And if so, which one? Or do you prefer to just use whatever wash you're using on your body on your vulva as well? So which one is better than the other? So guys, I've used both, and I'm not gonna say which one is better than the other, but what I will tell you is which one is best for who. So let's start with Couché. If you're someone who likes a foam wash, then Couché's for you. But if you're like someone who likes a soap that actually you have to work into a lather, then Sweet Spots Lab is for you. If you prefer a wash that's just for your feminine area, then Couché's for you. I know for some people, because for me, I had to kind of get used to this, because all my life I've always used whatever soap I use on my body, I use it on my vulva as well. But I had to get into the habit and kind of learn the habit of like washing my body with one wash and then using something specific for my vulva. And I know for a lot of people that's totally annoying for them, because they're just like, honestly, I just want to use one wash to wash my entire body as well as my vulva. If that's you, then you're definitely gonna love Sweet Spots Labs, because Sweet Spots Labs, because it's for your entire body as well as your vulva. If you want something that's totally fragrance free because you don't play those games with your vulva, then you're definitely gonna want to use Couché. You want options. So Sweet Spots Lab, this option, this specific one that I'm holding right now, is fragrance free because I prefer my feminine washes to be fragrance free. But Sweet Spots Lab actually has other ones that have a smidget of fragrance in them. So if you're someone who prefers to be like, honestly, like my vagina isn't that sensitive, and I can actually use a wash that has like a little bit of fragrance in it and it's not going to throw off my pH, then you're going to want to check out Sweet Spots Lab, because they have a whole variety, like a wide variety of washes that are safe for our feminine area, safe for our vulva, but they also have just a little bit of perfume in it. Just vulva, vagina, aren't they the same thing? What's the difference? Because why am I talking about feminine washes and we don't even need to wash our vaginas? Okay, well girl, let me tell you this. This is the vulva and this is the vagina. Vulva is this entire thing. Vagina is just this little hole. What's the difference? You can see the vulva is kind of like the entire feminine area. Vagina is what things come out of, like a baby. What things go up in, like a tampon. That is the difference. Now I know there's someone who's saying, well girl, if I have to do all of this to figure out a feminine wash that's safe for me, I'm good. I'll just use water. And that's okay. But as for me and my house, we will be using a soap on our vulva area. I use a soap on my vulva and I think it's necessary. But girl, you do you. But here is how I break it down in my head. Do you wash your hands with just water? No, right? And do you wash your hair with just water? No, we don't. You need something to lift the dirt from your hair. If your vulva has hair, you need to lift the dirt from that hair, because hair traps dirt and bacteria. You can't do it with just water. You definitely need soap to lift dirt away. If we have a clean shaved vagina or a wax or whatever it may be, we need something to lift the dirt and the bacteria from that area. So we want to just use water on our hands, on our bare hands. So why don't we just use water on our vaginas or on our vulvas? Sorry, I used the word wrong. Well, when you hear this whole, well, the vagina is self-cleaning. Yeah, it's talking about the hole. That hole up inside of it cleanses itself. She knows what she's doing. She doesn't need our help. So now you're going to wonder like, well, how does she clean herself? By discharge. Your discharge is actually a way for your vagina to clean itself. So this whole thing about you don't need to wash your vagina, it means the hole. You don't need to push anything up in the hole to wash it out. It does it itself. As for the vulva comes in contact with so many things. You definitely need to wash your vulva. There's too much going on down there for water to be enough. I mean, there's pee, there's discharge, there's period when we have our period, so there's blood, there's semen, there's just natural bacteria, and there's just so much happening in that area. I just believe that soap is necessary to lift all of that away. If you're looking for a feminine wash and you feel like right now you want to switch things up, you're definitely going to want to check out Couché or Sweet Spots Lab. They're Black women owned and they are all natural. And I've linked them both down below so you can check the link in my description. I hope this video was informative and I hope that it's going to help someone to figure out what feminine wash to use or what to look for in the next time they go out to grab a feminine wash. Thank you so much for watching and I will talk to you guys next time. If you found value in this video, you're definitely going to want to check out this one.